Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football back here at the DFW Coaches Clinic, here with the new head coach of the Tyler Lions, Coach Rashaun Woods. Coach, first off, congratulations and welcome to Texas.
Thank you, man. I'm excited to be a part of this great football community.
All right, Coach, obviously the DFW Clinic is one of the biggest clinics around. A lot of great speakers from the Texas, really the whole state of Texas, but coaches from Oklahoma, New Mexico come to this clinic. When you come to a coaching clinic, what do you know, if you can just take one nugget, I'm sure that's a win for you to take back to your program, right?
Yeah, I mean, the guys are talking and doing things that they know and have had success with, and so you want to try and take pieces of those things and try to implement them in your program. And so this is a great way to do that, because everybody from so many different offensive mindsets, defensive mindsets in one place gives you an advantage to really get all that down and have a chance to kind of pick their brains.
All right, Coach. Now, obviously, you had some success up there in Oklahoma, state champion there at Oklahoma City Marshall. Did a great job turning around the Enid program, and I think a lot of people don't realize when you got there, that was a program that was really down in the dumps. And every year, you guys got better. You improved, got a playoff win this year, so I know that was huge for that community. So you were doing great things there at Enid. When the Tyler job came open, what was it that attracted you to the job at Tyler? Because obviously, you were having success at Enid, but Tyler came open. What was it that really had your eye on it?
You know, traditionally, Tyler has been a real juggernaut in Texas and had a lot of success. A lot of kids have went on to the next level and played at a very high level. The location is great for me. The things that I like to do when I'm not coaching, I'm able to do those things. My wife and I have a family that's not necessarily close to that area in particular, but right around the surrounding area that we're excited to be able to reconnect with and kind of be a part of that deal. So a lot of positives, a lot of possibilities, and just really thankful to have a chance to be here.
And when you were taking the tour of the facility, I mean, Tyler recently invested in their facility upgrades. When you saw the facilities there at Tyler High, what did you? I mean, it's as good as any in the state and in the country, right? That's
right. You know, the indoor is phenomenal. The weight room right connected to it as well is top notch. The training facilities, the people that are in charge, in that aspect, and obviously in the 3 days, I can see that they're doing a great job, making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do, and just the entire school overall. They're hungry for success. The coaches there are committed to that, and to have those kind of resources to help those young men continue to be better and women to continue to be better, it's great to be a part of that.
All right, now you've been involved in transitions before, so when you get to a new job and you're transitioning, what are some of the key tenet points you got to get right away done? What are you looking to get accomplished in your first 60 to 90 days there at Tyler?
The things that you want to do, who you are, they've got to learn who you are. They've got to be around you and get comfortable with what you want to do, the expectations that you have set for your program. And so those are the main things. There are going to be changes every time. There are going to be guys that you have to vet and kind of get to know and navigate that way. But all in that process, you spend about 90 days or maybe even more to try to do that the right way and kind of learn where maybe the circles that you maybe need to associate yourself with and maybe not. And it's quite a bit, and so
drinking from a fire hose a little bit.
Yeah, for sure, especially early on. The responsibilities outside of coaching, can be immense. But, you just take it one day at a time, which is what I'm trying to do. Worry about my coaching staff, worry about the football program, and then slowly bring the standard that I want to implement to the entire district one day at a time.
It's a relationship business, right? You got to build those relationships with your kids, with your coaches, and then with the teachers on campus, right? And then eventually into the community as well. You got to build all those relationships. It doesn't happen overnight, but I know part of that is just being out there and having your face and being involved and putting your face out there and all that good stuff, right?
That's right. Make sure I'm at the games. I enjoyed a girls basketball game last night. Last week they had boys basketball games. See those guys move around a little bit. The parents are there, are very anxious to get to meet me and just be available to be able to do that. I'm not any better or above anybody, and I've got to be able to make a conscious effort to relate to everybody in that community and sit down and just try and enjoy myself and enjoy them.
All right, Coach, one final question for you. Coming up as a young coach, every coach has, some mentors, guys that help guide them along the way. Who are some guys, for you as a young coach, when your playing days are over with, who are some guys that really helped you get to this point where you are today?
Some of my high school coaches, but really was a girls basketball coach. Arnelia Spears was a Millwood's girls basketball coach who retired maybe about 4 or 5 years ago that when I first took my first job, I really leaned on her. She gave me my first coaching job, just coaching 5th grade basketball, I thought I was done playing ball. And I kept in communication with her all the way through college. And she always would say things that, that I needed to hear. And sometimes it wasn't necessarily at the right time, but I would listen to them, and then maybe a year or 2 years down the road, it would come back and it'll be like a flash of light, like, wow, that's what she meant, because she was speaking from an experience of 40 years of coaching, and I hadn't necessarily crossed those roads yet. And so once I realized that she was telling me things that maybe I may not see, but 10 years down the road, I realized, you know what, maybe I need to ask her a couple more questions than normal. And then obviously the college coaches that I've had a chance to still be in contact with, those guys have always been resources. They've always kind of had their door open and allowed me to communicate with them and kind of avoid some of the missteps that maybe I may run into, and those guys have been great as well. So it's a combination of people. I mean, it's not any one person, but I know Arnelia Spears, the former girls basketball coach at Millwood High, really made an impression on me just by, talking about things that or instances that I would need to, think about some of my decisions and choices as a coach.
She poured into you, and now it's your job, I guess, as you get through your coaching journey to find those young coaches and pour into them as well, right?
That's exactly right. One thing that I've always made sure I do on staff is have young guys around that are kid magnets that those kids can relate to. As I continue to get older, the young guys in those position places need to be guys that have been where my young high school athletes want to go. And so, that's important to me. Those guys have real value, as long as they have high character and it's something that they want to do. And so I love having those young guys around, having older guys. They serve a different purpose. They have a purpose of kind of helping me keep in line, helping me navigate the head coaching responsibilities and how to run a program. And so, everybody kind of has a place in my development, and I'm thankful for all of them.
Coach, we appreciate your time. I know you got a busy schedule ahead of you as you get adjusted. Congratulations on the gig. Good luck in 2023, and we'll hope to see you down the road.
Man, I appreciate it.